All right. Hello and welcome to the 21-day Summer Slim Down Challenge webinar presented by Kenny Mack of Empowered Recreation. I'm going to be presenting today on what the challenge is exactly and the best practices so that you can see the best results. What's going on here? Zoom slideshow. Okay. So you can get the best results in these short 21 days. I've seen results as anywhere from 6 pounds from people that are, very diligent about it, up to as many as 13 pounds, which was outstanding. Her results, 13 pounds and 10 inches in 21 days is ridiculous, but that just goes to show that it can be done. Okay? So what we're going to be covering today is we've got a short quiz. I'll just read through the questions for those of you that are getting the review. We've already gone through the quiz for those of the people that are live with me. You can answer those questions on a piece of paper and bring it into me. You should be getting the answers as we go through the presentation. Metabolism and components of energy expenditure, the 8 basics, what to be prepared for, how to read labels, the schedule, and contest rules. Okay? So first part here, we've got the challenge success quiz. If you're getting the recording, then just simply answer these questions on a piece of paper. How many calories in a gram of fat? Answer questions for A, B, and C. How many meals should we eat daily? Okay. Number 3 is why does eating this much help? Why does eating this much help? Okay. Why does the frequency of those meals help? Number 4, how much does meal tracking help a transformation client, and why? Why is that? Why would meal tracking make a difference? And then number 5, this should be a no-brainer. Who's your favorite empowered coach? All right. I'll give you a hint. It's the one given the presentation that you should be putting down for if you'd like to get that one correct. All right. So let's move forward with the presentation. All right. We've got metabolism. What is it? How we're like a campfire. Simply the body's ability to burn through food. 2 ways to make yours work for you, and frequent meals, deer versus bear. Okay? So how we're like a campfire. When you're starting a fire and you want to get it nice and hot, you don't just put one big log on the fire. Rather, you put a little bit of kindling, and then you put a little bit more kindling, and then you put a bunch of those little twigs on it, and that starts that fire, gets it burning hot, so that you can actually put a log on it. So that's how our body's like a campfire. We don't want to feed it one big meal and then sit, because then the fire just kind of smokes out. Rather, we would want to feed little bits, 200 to 300 calorie meals 5 to 6 times throughout the day. So there's an answer to one of your quiz questions. How your metabolism, it's just simply the body's ability to burn through food. Okay? 2 ways to make yours work for you are eating frequent meals, like I mentioned, 5-6 times a day. Like a deer would, eating nice fresh fruits, or not fruits, I know deers don't eat fruit, but shoots, grass shoots, eating fresh food periodically throughout the day, rather than a bear which would eat one big meal and then kind of be good for a few days. And then another way to make your metabolism work for you is movement and activity. Okay, make sure you're getting plenty of exercise, making sure that even when you're not getting formal exercise, that you're still getting active. You're taking the steps. You're parking in the back of the parking lot. You're creating as much movement with your body as possible. All right. The components of energy expenditure. Here we have a graph that it's a pretty good graph that describes this. So you have your resting metabolic rate, which is 60 to 75% of your energy expenditure, and that's all the things that your body does automatically. Thinking, going to the bathroom, breathing, all these systems require energy, and that's using up the majority of your energy. And then you've got what's called the thermic effect of feeding. So that is a direct relation to the kinds of macronutrients that you're eating. Macronutrients meaning carbs, proteins, and fats. Okay? So if you eat fats, you're not going to get a very good thermic effect on your food because it's such an efficient energy source. So to turn that fat into the calories that the body uses, it's so efficient that you don't use very much of it. Versus carbs, when you eat carbs, you're going to use, 15% of that carb is going to be used up turning that into the calorie for the body's system to use as energy. And then protein, even better, a 30%. So protein is going to help your thermic effect of feeding the most, and then carbs, and then fats the least. And then you have your physical activity, which can contribute up to 30%. So if you're really, diligent about making your workouts on a consistent basis, and you work out hard while you're in here, you're going to be able to boost that to up to 30%. And that's a great way to expend extra energy, so that you're not storing any extra energy as fat. Okay. The basics. Moving on, next step here, 8 simple guidelines to help you succeed while you're on the challenge, and the challenge of life, beyond just the challenge, to help you succeed at life, okay? Number 1 is small, frequent meals, not overindulging. How our metabolism, remember I just mentioned, it's like a fire. We got to keep fueling it, and we don't want that fire to go out. Number 2 is eating breakfast like a king, lunch like a queen, and dinner like a pauper. And when I say pauper, I don't mean Taco Bell, because that's what I think of. That's food for the poor these days. It might taste delicious, but it's very low grade, very low quality. But we want to eat a nice big breakfast, sensible lunch, and then limit the calories after 7 p.m. So dinner, eat it a little bit earlier, and try to keep it to a minimum with the amount of carbs and fats that we add on. Don't skip breakfast, in big bold there. Skipping breakfast is like trying to start the fire over again. Okay, you've already been at rest. You've already been fasting while you're at rest most of the night. You don't need to continue that anymore. As soon as you wake up, get that breakfast in the system. Consistency, too, is the key. Number 3 is protein with every meal, including your snacks. Protein's the building blocks of our body. 1 second here. Okay. Just making sure I still had you guys with me. Okay. From current slide. Okay, number 4 here, limiting fried foods and fast foods. They're fats, lots of sugar, fat, and salt. They taste so good, but they're so bad for you. And then they lead to more and more poor decisions. Number 5 here is limiting whites and simple sugars. Your blood sugar levels will spike and then crash if you eat lots of these white foods, like white bread or white rice, are a couple of examples. The importance of eating protein with these higher carb meals, you want to reach a 1-to-1 ratio, especially if you're on a weight loss program. That 1-to-1 ratio will help you feel full, as well as limit the storage of fat, as the excess energy is fat. And number 6, limit your starches after 3 p.m. So your carbs, don't go for the white rices. Again, it kind of goes along with number 5, but after 3 or 4, for dinner you want to try to eat your proteins and your grains. Have your salads be the big bulk of what you eat. Okay, that will help you tremendously as you forge forward into the challenge. All right, number 7 is drinking 8 to 12-ounce waters a day. And if you're on a particularly active day, then you want to try to get a gallon down. This is important because it's going to be helping you burn fat. And it's going to help you flush out the toxins. And when you think of our body as made up of 70% water, that's a great thing to be replenishing and making sure that we have plenty of for all of the systems that our body uses. They all require a lot of water. Okay, and number 8 is increasing the fiber content. It's the one carbohydrate that we can't get enough of. You want to look at labels, be reading those labels, which I'll discuss a little bit later here, and make sure that you're getting 40 grams per day, if not more. Some good sources of those are veggies, nuts, etc. Okay, you can check your Big Fat Less to Fight Fat Fighting Foods that's in the 21-day meal plan, and that also has some other examples for fiber. All right, moving forward, what to be prepared for. Okay, so when you come into this challenge, know what you expect to accomplish. Set yourself a goal. What's your goal going to be, okay? And then after you've got your goal, take a good look on why is that motivating to you? Why will it matter if you accomplish that goal or not? That's your motivation, okay? And you use those to kind of take a look at how committed am I going to be to this challenge? Is it going to be something that, 21 days from now, or more like 30 days from now, but am I going to wish that I had tried more or tried harder or gave it more of my all, or is it something that, you're just going to passively give it a shot and hope for the best? Because if that's your plan, I advise that you back out now. It's not too late. It's no shame. But if you're not committed, then this isn't going to be the kind of thing that will help you. But if you are, this is going to be a fastball down the middle. Okay? Staying out of drive-through situations. Some ways to do that is keeping food ready in advance. Keep it in a Tupperware. I've recently found out that glass Tupperware is the healthiest for you, so it's a little more expensive, but it's healthier for your brain. Just a little side note. And then having a go-to snack. Okay, maybe it's nuts, or maybe it's a package of tuna fish, whatever it is. But so that you have something, so that you're not just, if you're in a pickle, that you don't end up in the drive-through ordering your favorite combo meal. Okay. Another thing is cooking for the week and keeping it in the fridge or the freezer. That's a great technique that you can make, on Sunday, prepare up 10, 15 meals, 2 or 3 entrees, and then you're good. Freeze it, put it in the fridge, and just pull it out when it's time to eat. That way you don't have to worry about it, and you don't get stuck in that bad situation of the drive-through or something else that's convenient, however not healthy. This talks about maybe having to cook again, maybe Wednesday or Thursday. But the best thing to do is just make sure you have a plan in place. Okay, I've got to put this on pause for 30 seconds and talk to somebody that's just finishing the class. Bear with me. Maybe go bathroom break. I don't know, but give me 30 seconds here. Thanks. I did? Sorry. It's okay. Yeah, you too. Finally, take care. I'm in the middle of a webinar. You guys in a hurry? No. Kind of? No? You want to just listen? This is the challenge you're doing. Okay. Anyway, just listen in and we'll be able to finish up when we're done here. Okay. Just want me to close the door? That'll be fine. Okay. Welcome back. Welcome back. I've recruited a couple of people into the webinar here. They're here live with me. Okay. Just finished up with staying out of drive-through situations. Moving forward. All right. Hazards to be prepared for. Okay, so sugar withdrawals is one. I don't know if any of you are like me, but before I got going on my first challenge, I used to mow down 2 or 3 king-size candy bars, and that might not have been all of it. It's not easy for me to admit, but you guys need to see that your coach isn't invincible either. I do make poor decisions sometimes, especially when there's beer involved. But anyway, sugar withdrawals are common for me, and I've heard other people say the same thing. Still, it's a good thing to break that sugar addiction. Headaches, low energy, other examples. Just from changing your diet and trying to get your digestive system cleaned out, you're going to sometimes deal with these things. Urinating a lot is another one, but keep in mind that you're peeing out toxins and fat. Those are great things to be getting rid of. Continue to drink your water. It won't be so bad after 2 or 3 days. I promise. Okay. What to be prepared for. All right. Huge difference in body composition. You're going to love what you see in the mirror, and your food's even going to taste better. It's a phenomena, really, that your food tastes better. You're like, I'm not putting the sugar, the fat, and the salt in it, but somehow when you eat the natural foods, your taste buds come back to life, and you'll find that the food tastes better. You'll also notice another thing to be prepared for is if you do cheat, if you're like have a cheat meal or a cheat day while you're on the challenge, it's really not worth it. It's only 21 days, and the feeling that you get when you're done of committing to something and telling yourself that you're going to stick it out, and then actually fulfilling on that is very empowering. Okay, that's my favorite part of my first challenge that I ever did, was knowing that I could tell myself I was going to stick to something and then actually sticking it out. Not a cheat, not a couple cheats, just stuck it out. 21 days, and it truly helped my results dramatically. So if you want to make the most of the challenge, keep in mind that you don't want to cheat. It's a short 3 weeks. Okay. You'll also feel how the sugar and dairy are adversely affecting your health, especially if you cut those out. And then when you go back to them after the challenge, if you go back to a candy bar or whatever it is that you eat, you'll notice how the dairy really messes with your stomach, and the sugar it messes with your brain. You'll want to be prepared for the desire to keep track and improve in every way that you can. We just finished a Best Body Challenge where Rob Louie won the $700 cash prize, and he talks about in his application how this isn't the end, or this is the beginning of him wanting to change everything and get better at everything that he can in his life, beyond just his health and fitness. And truly, that's empowered recreation. That's why we built this place. That's what we want. We want people out there living their lives, and it starts with fitness, but then it bleeds over into every area of your life. Another thing to be prepared for is when you prove to yourself that you can stick to something, you'll realize that you can do that in any area of your life. That kind of goes along with some of the things I've mentioned already. And then prepare to feel indestructible. Once you've accomplished something, the momentum is going to be tremendous. All right, real quick, reading labels. I just want to point out the sugar content in fruit yogurt versus the plain yogurt. Plain yogurt has only got the 10 grams of sugar, and then you look over on the right hand side and the sugar has 44 grams. 44 grams is too much for one day, let alone one little 8-ounce container of fruit yogurt. Okay, they both say 0 grams trans fat, but that doesn't necessarily mean that it's healthy, because when you check the sugar, it's a drastic difference. Okay, reading labels. We'll also be taking a grocery store tour next Saturday, 6:15. We'll do that at 10:30 a.m. After the 9 o'clock group training class, and we'll take a look at bread, nuts, produce, lean meats, rice, pastas, quinoa, and we'll take the big fat list of fat-fighting foods, and we'll go down and find all those products for you. I've had great feedback from the grocery stores in the past, and so I thought that this would be a nice add-on to throw into this challenge. All right. Get reset. Okay, moving forward. This is going to be cleaning out the gunk that's hindering your digestive system. You're going to be resetting your poor eating habits. And we'll also make sure that we aren't just taking away your poor eating habits, but we're replacing them with the healthy options so that you can make good choices on a consistent basis and really make this a lifestyle rather than just one challenge where you did good but then you went right back to living the unhealthy way that you were before. I'm not saying you all live unhealthy lives. I'm just, you get the point. Feeling great about your decision-making ability. That kind of goes along with what I was speaking on earlier. After you prove to yourself that you can do something, then all your decisions get a little bit more focus, a little bit more strength on the things that you actually do desire in life, rather than kind of letting it happen to you. Okay, so we'll be having an orientation / initial consult Tuesday night to kick this whole thing off. You'll start your challenge on the first day of that Tuesday, but then we'll get together that first night, everybody together that's in the challenge, make sure that we've had an opportunity for you to teach us about any injuries or limitations. Make sure that we have your measurements, pictures, and all the paperwork in order for you to do the challenge. We'll be teaching you the basics of a comprehensive program, so I'll have a short nutrition presentation again that night. That will be the first one of 6. I'll introduce you to some of your workout partners to aid in the team building. We'll make sure that everybody has a workout partner, has a buddy for the a buddy system in the challenge. And then we'll also find out why you're here. We'll make sure that you have filled out your goal sheets so that you have a purpose on this challenge. Okay, we're going to just do the best that we can in 21 days. 21 days of group functional strength. If you came 4 times a week, you'd get 12 sessions. That's a $200 value. We'll have these workouts tailored to your specific goals. Okay, so if you're trying to build mass, then we'll have the trainer have a mass building workout for you. If you're trying to cut fat, same thing. Trainers will have you covered. This is a proven program. We've had people lose anywhere from 6 to 12 or 13 pounds in 21 days. 6 pounds is common, and that's healthy. 12 pounds is outstanding. That's just a pretty dramatic weight loss. Okay. We'll be doing 2 challenge webinars weekly. That first one will be a live seminar, but the remaining 5 will be. Okay, so I'll do 3 live webinars. One of them will be actually a seminar where everybody will be there, and those will be on Tuesday nights. And then on Thursday nights, I'll have the replays of the alternate webinars, so that you aren't getting the same material over and over again. I'll be using webinars that I have 2 series. One of them is called Your Body Fix, and the second one's called Cemented Success. And there's a lot of common material in both of those, common content. However, it does cross over some, and it's proven pretty successful so far. I'll be introducing you to supplements and how to go about choosing them. Meal tracker coaching, so that we can make sure that we're keeping good track of our food. That's a good place for me to make the answer to that. So the meal tracking helps transformation by 70%. People that maintain their meal tracking are 70% more successful than people that don't. So why not just stack that in your corner, right? That's 70% more likely to be successful. I'll take that every day, right? And it's an absolute must for the best results. If you're going to do this challenge and you're looking for dramatic results and a nice boost in the right direction for your lifestyle change, this is an absolute must, is that you attend these webinars and you're active and you're participating. Okay. The nutritional guidance package, $89 value. Those of you that do not have the 21-day challenge, I'll make sure that you get a digital version. It has a meal plan done for you, or mix and match meal plan. Has a shopping list. We'll do that grocery store tour, like I said, on June 15th. That'll be next Saturday. Workshop available. So what my workshop idea is for the group to get together without me on a certain night that you all decide on that first night, and you'll get together and discuss what's been going well and what has been your challenges. Just kind of have that interaction between other participants. I think it'll be a great way to add value to the program. Of course, you'll get the 21-day meal plan recipe book for those of you that don't have it already. And of course, you guys can email me at any time. I'll get back to you usually within 6 hours, most of the time faster. Just answering any questions that you might have pertaining to the challenge or any other health and fitness related issues that you think I can help you with. All right, goal mapping consultation. So we'll have the post-challenge follow-up. So as soon as the challenge is over, we'll be getting your measurements and setting up a consultation for you to meet with me. Let me know how it went for you. Meet with an empowered recreation consultant. I put that as a joke, like it sounds good, right? It'll be me. I should have just put my name, but an ER consultant to preview our products and services and see if we make a good fit for those of you that aren't clients. See if we can help you reach your lifetime goals in fitness. So moving to the challenge, how to win. The winner will be based on multiple factors, including top body transformation. We'll take a look at pictures, measurements, and weight loss. We'll evaluate that data. We'll take a good look at your application for the challenge. Okay, we'll be doing that again on Tuesday night, making sure that the application's filled out. We'll ask your partner, so you'll grade each other on a scale of 1 to 5, how good of a partner you were, how good of a buddy system you were for the program or for the challenge, and then did you meal track. Okay, so the transformation will have the most weight. However, in the event that there's a tie or it's close, compliance with the contest rules and contest program will be the deciding factor. All right, this is also an individual contest. However, the partner participation will be taken into account on the contest as a tiebreaker. I don't even need to put as a tiebreaker because I know that it's going to be tight down the home stretch, and so make sure that you're a good accountability partner for your partner. The winner is also determined by votes by the staff. We'll take into account results, best transformation, compliance, participation. So each staff member will give a first, a second, a place, and a third place vote. 3 points for first place, 1 point for third, and then we'll add up the points and determine the winner. Any ties will go to the most compliant participant. Okay, and we have ways to figure that out if not. Prizes. First place gets a choice of 5 personal training sessions with me or 2 months of group training, which is a $500 value either way. Second place gets a choice of 40% off of an Advocare order or 50% off 1 month of group training. And third place gets a choice of Advocare box of Spark or 20% off a month of group training. I thought that putting a lot of value into the prizes might help everybody be a little bit more compliant. Like you see, the first place prize has a $500 value. That's pretty dramatic for a challenge that is only costing you $25 or $89 to join, which leads me right to the scheduling. Please fill out your appointments next time you visit the gym. Lana should have been contacting some of you on the phone today so that you got those consultations set. In order to serve you best, schedule this as soon as possible. It'll take seriously less than 5 minutes to get it scheduled, and it will make the world of difference in how your challenge goes. Okay, getting to meet with me, and we'll get a plan together for you. Make sure to get your initial measurements done, pictures done by Tuesday night. If you've worked out this week, then we should have been doing your measurements, and those will count. We'll just use those first week measurements from this week. The second weigh-in and pictures measurements will be 6/20 through 22nd, and then the final pictures and measurements will be July 3rd. There's no exceptions. You must complete the July 3rd measurements, or else you will not be considered for the prizes. No exceptions. If you don't work out that day, then you must come in to get the final measurements anyways. Okay? And that's just so that we have a fair finish line for everybody to get done when the contest is over. And then you can go eat your barbecues on the 4th. Again, that leads to the cost of this program. It's regularly $197. Right now it's on sale for non-members at $89. Members, it's only $25 for you. And also a special bonus for membership, because we love you all so much. You can invite anybody that you'd like in for that $25. It will be just like their trial program. They can get started with us for $25. This is a great way. We've had tremendous results. Most of our top clients these days, our most compliant, who get the best results and are doing the best in the program, started with this 21-day program. Or if they didn't start with it, it kicked them off. Like it's the one that made the difference in their results in the long run. Okay? So I'm going to open it up. If any questions right now, then please type them into the box, and I'll be able to answer that for you. Anything? Ashley? Shante? Jen? It's probably old hat for Jen. This is like her 4th challenge, kicking butt. Congratulations for getting honorable mention in the BBC. Nope, I'm good. Ashley's good. What if I cannot make the Tuesday night seminars? Okay, then I will send you the replay of the seminar. You'll get the copy of all the seminars or the webinars. Are you saying from Tuesday night, like next week, Deshante? Yes, you are. Okay, so not a problem. We'll just make sure that we get you taken care of. Are you gonna? Hopefully, you'll be in today or Monday. I mean, tomorrow or Monday. The first day of the challenge, Sergey, is Tuesday. So you start on Tuesday, and then we all get together Tuesday night at 7:30 to make sure that everything's in order. Deshante will finish. We'll get you all set up on either Friday or Monday next week. Okay. Yep, you got it, Deshante. Awesome. Thanks for bringing in Angie too. Should be awesome. All right. If there's no further questions, I'm going to go ahead and close this off. Thanks for attending. I appreciate you guys' time. Hopefully you picked up a little bit of nutrition advice, or you were freshly reviewed on some of the stuff that I've gone over in the past. And Best of luck, everybody.